What's up, everyone? All right, it's time for a tutorial. Yes. I'll say for about like close to a year and a half, I've been asked about the chainmail. How do we do a chain? Well, again, there's tutorials on YouTube on how to make it. So I will show you for you guys who are beginners how to do a 6-strand chain. You will see it's extremely easy. You guys will love it. It's not something will take time to do. Also, it tastes wonderful because, as you know, more cracks, more grooves for the juice to slid in, better it is. So this is how you will learn how to do a chainmail. Pretty easy, and it's a part of the EazyBuildz series. Some more advanced builds are coming out pretty soon, so keep an eye open. And until then, check this one out. Maybe you can incorporate it to some other builds, other wires. All right, so see you in a moment with what you will need to do this build. All right. Okay guys, so this is what we will use to do this build. This build, it's so easy, you'll see. Anyway, to start, you're gonna need some 30 gauge. 30 gauge for one simple fact that bigger than this, the coil will be too low. Well, you can actually do it with 28 gauge if you want, but the build will be in the super sub, like between 0.07 0.09, depending on how you make it. All right, but I suggest definitely the 30 gauge. I'm using the awesome Chuckin Canucks wire. You guys gotta check them out. Website will appear as usual. We're gonna build this on this new RDA that I got. I'm gonna make a review on it so you guys can see it more in detail. It's called Cyclone. It's by Fumytech. All right, I got this from the awesome Vap Select. Thank you guys, and one of my sponsors. Also check them out. So you will also need the usual bits, and in this case I'm gonna use both of them. You will see it's a little trick that I have, but it's actually going to be a 3mm coil. All right, but you will need the 2mm also. You're gonna need some wick, scissors, the traditional cutters and long nose, and the obviously drill that we use on all builds, and a wicking tool. All right, so see you on the next step. All right guys, you're ready for that easy one. All right, so now what you're gonna do is take the 30 gauge, and you're gonna unspool about 1 meter, I say, maybe a little more than a meter. You're gonna cut it with your hands like this, with your fingers. You're gonna grab it again, and you're gonna go again for about the same length that you previously took, and then you're gonna cut this. All right, so you got about 2 meters of that wire. All right, so now what you gotta do is grab one extremity like this and pull on the other one until you reach the end. All right, once you got both here, you're gonna take your drill, you're gonna put it in it. make sure it's well centered. Very important that it's well centered right here. All right, once you do this, then you pull the drill away and you make sure they stay parallel together like this until you reach the final loop right here. Once you got that final loop, you're gonna take one of your little screwdrivers, you're gonna put it in it. All right, once it's in it like this, you hold on tight, you put the drill in. Make sure on the drill you put it, make sure you remember which side is the drill spinning. All right, in my case it's going counterclockwise. All right, so now you're gonna go and twist it. All right, once you got your wire like this, I'm gonna remove it from my screwdriver. Then what you gotta do is to cut it. I always cut it right away from the chuck. And now that nice big piece of twist wire, about 1 meter long, we're gonna go ahead and cut it in 3 parts. All right. One piece here. This one. And the last one. I'm gonna put it in half like this because I think I cut it a little too long the other one. Alright, so now I got 3 pieces of twist wire, well, twist 30 gauge. What you gotta do is cut them all equal. Simple like this. After this, I take my long nose and I just put like 90 degrees angle on it, just like this. And I open them up like this because I'm gonna fit them into my drill, and this way it's gonna be nice and nicely centered. Nice and centered. Let's make this tight. All right, once you got this, make sure that they all one beside each other. Very important that they don't cross or there's not any nuts in it. You're gonna take your long nose, at this end right here, once it's really tight, I'm gonna go grab them. What I usually do to keep them tight when it's tight, it's like I twist them like this and I pull on it. Okay, now what you gotta do, very important, you change the direction of your drill. Now I was going counterclockwise, this time I'm gonna go clockwise. All right. And then when you do this, you go slow, you're gonna see them opening, and because when you overdo it, it's all gonna wobble and fall apart. It's not gonna look nice. So you're gonna have to go very slow and take your time doing it. Me, I got a different speed on my drill. I'm gonna put it on a different speed and I'm gonna twist it. All right. I'm gonna try to zoom this so you guys can see a little more. All right, so now let's see. So I'm gonna stop here just to show you guys. See, now it's getting a little closer. All right, you still see the twist in between, but as we go, the link's gonna open and the twists are gonna get tighter too. So you gotta go slow doing this. Oh, that looks nice. Now it looks a little more like a chain. I can probably tighten it a little more. Alright. That's why you gotta go gradually. Now that, I think that's gonna be it. See, this is not harder than this to make this nicely chained. Alright, so see you in a moment for the mount of this beautiful wire. Alright guys, we are back. Okay, now I'm gonna cut these two extremities right here. Alright. Oh, we got that nice lovely wire. So what I usually do, because this wire have a tendency to unwind a little bit because there's a lot of tension through it, what I usually do is I coil it first on this, all right, on the 2mm. Once it's out of the 2mm, it will unwind a little bit, and then I will fit this one in, which is the 3mm, which is gonna be tight, nice and tight on it. It's gonna be, you'll see. All right. So first, we're gonna go ahead and do a 6 wrap of this. All right. 1, 2, 3. Make sure they're tight. 4, 5, 6. And when I got my 6th one, I'm gonna go ahead and do one more, pretty much. You see it unwind halfway like this. I'm gonna keep it like this, and after this I put my other bit in it. Now it's nice and tight. I got all my wraps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now it's nice and perfect, as you can see, ready to be mounted. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this right here. I'm gonna put this aside. I'm gonna go ahead, take my screwdriver once again, the 2mm. And I'm gonna go ahead and do 6 wraps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and once again a 7th one that I'm gonna let unwind. I'm gonna put it right beside my other coil, right here, nice and tight, ready to be mounted. Alright, so now I can cut the leads right here. So now there you go, guys, you got yourself 2 nice coils right tight on this, ready to be mounted on this beautiful thing. Alright, so always make sure it's nicely open, and check this one, nice post hole. I just wish they had 2 post holes there. Single, not so sure. There's plenty of airflow for these types of addies. as a builder, as a dripper, it's not like a tank. Maybe on a tank those airflow it's cool, but on RDAs it's just like pain in the ass because it leaks through those holes. Alright, so now we're gonna mount those on this. So what I do first, I take measurement. Let me zoom a little bit more. Alright, so what I do, it's like I take measurements. You see, like the coil is gonna go there. On that side I need to cut just a tiny bit. I'm gonna cut it right away. Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing with the other coil. I'm gonna put it in, and on that side I need to cut about this amount thick. That's what I will do. You can take measurement on your other coil, but I rather take new measurement just in case, because since they go on top of each other, sometimes one needs to be bigger. Alright, so now I put the first one in, and after that I just bring the other one on the other side in. Nicely, it's in. Okay, this one, sometimes they push each other out, so you gotta make sure that they're both in. This screwdriver, because those coils are tight, nicely tight, and not gonna move, not gonna change. See, that's how I want it. You see, now I can tighten these. I think those companies heard me cry like a baby about like Allen key screws. I lately get a lot of Philip screws, I mean, and I like it because you always have the tool. You don't have to search for the damn Allen key and stuff like that, so I love it. Always in hand. So now you see I just tied it up. Now it's not straight yet, so simple as this. I'm gonna put our screwdriver back in, and we're gonna place it. Alright, and what I suggest to do when we are there, you take your pliers or you take your tweezers and you tight it. You make it nice on it before removing it. Now it's nice, and you slowly remove it. Ta-da! Now let's fix the other one. Same thing, put it in, bring it down, you tight it, you fix it. That's way before putting it on a mod. Ta-da! Now they're nice. Make sure they're tight. They are. This one, yeah. Just gonna put it back in so I can bring it just a little lower. This is beautiful. So here you have it, guys. So the next step, it's gonna be put it on the mod and spark it and fix it. Alright, so see you in a moment. Alright guys, we are back. Alright, so now, super simple. Look at that beautiful mod, you know what that is. Alright, that was a little gift from my sponsor, Vape Select. Wonderful guy. Also was that RDA. But for now, let's fix this. So first thing first, don't put this too high. See, now I'm at 40. Yeah, I'll keep it at 41. Alright, so now first thing first, you just pulse it. You never put it too loud. Too loud, too strong. Alright, if you want a nice colors for pictures, that's how you do it. Don't bring it red. You're gonna see the color pop up by itself. As you do it, make sure they're nice and tight. You're just gonna see a little glow, and that's what you want. Nice and tight. This side, same thing. That's perfect. Now you start seeing all those nice little blue pop out. That's with nichrome. So yes, this is what you should get. Plenty of grooves, plenty of crack for flavors. This is the bomb. Alright, see you in a moment for the wicking. Oh yeah, now time to wick. So what you do, I usually take those pads. I love those pads because I'm used to work with. There's no struggle. I can cut exactly what I want, and in this case it's about this size. Okay, so now for you guys that never seen my tutorial before, and this is the first one, I'm gonna say it over again. You never put too much wick. When you put your wick in, it can't be like this is a little tight, so I'm playing with it a little bit, but it can't be too tight. Alright guys, it can't be too tight, and it can't be too loose also. Alright, so now you put your wick on both sides like this. See, this is perfect. And once you're there, what you gotta do is, you see like the bottom of your well, what you want is your wick to just touch the bottom of the well like this on both sides. Alright, just like this. Don't put any wick below, like under or tucked under like this. No, never. Straight down, just touching the bottom of the well like this. Alright, this create the suction. This create the whole effect that you don't get any dry hits, and this way your wick is always wet. And you can test it like right now. I'll see how low this will go. See, this is good. And this one in particular, you got those little chimneys for the airflow in the middle there, and the wick goes right between the post and there, and it's good because there's plenty of room in between there for the wick to be, so it's not tight, because a lot of them sometimes there's not enough space in the well, and because of that it makes the wick very tight in the well, and when it's tight in the well, the juice don't pick up. This is perfect. I cut those like the right amount. Nice and fluffy. Always make sure more the wick is fluffy and bouncy, you know what I mean. More it's like that, better the juice will travel. All right, very important. All right, and as you can see, the wick is straight down. It's not packed under there. All right, so now I'll see you in a moment for the juicing of this, and we'll try this together. We're back. So now we'll juice this and we'll try this beautiful thing. And just before, this is what the RDA is. Cyclone, guys. It's by Fumytech. Great company with great product. You check them out. I will do a review on those and show you really what they are. All right, but for now, this is a bang suckers flavor. You guys gotta check them out. It's a BS Crystal Lab. You gotta check them out, guys. It's very new, it's very tasty, very different. On top of this, for you Canadian guys, this liquid, 25% of the profits on this made on the web will go for a march against those laws coming up, Bill S5 here in Canada. Check it out. Even you guys Americans, if you want some, the guys in UK, you want some, you can have some and even contribute to our fight. So for now, we'll try this one. I hate when it does that. So yeah, about this coil, that chain is so flavorful. I mean, it's a soaker. It's gonna give you some clouds, some massive clouds, obviously, as always. So now let's make sure it's well wet. So how did you guys find it? Easy? Yeah, it was pretty easy, isn't it? It's probably one of the shortest tutorial I ever made. I'm not used to that very much. Alright, so now, amazing. Alright, let's try this. And one thing about this RDA, it's not a RDA you just put the cap on like this. You have to screw it in. And the thread is so tiny that sometimes it takes time to get. But you can drip from the top here. Alright, everything's open. Let's try this. You know what I mean? It makes the juice taste so good. Sorry if I'm losing you in the vape. Easy, and I'm like at 70 watts right now. And again, this is it actually settled on 1.9. It was actually not 1.9, 0.19. But when I built it before sparking it, it was 0.18. Amazing flavor out of this. And there's one thing that is pretty good about the chain. It's that this size, it's so small, and it could be smaller than this, you know, like you can go up to if you want to keep the same ohming, I suggest, like, if you want to add strands, this one is only 6 strands, you can add like 10 strands if you want. But if you do so, downsize your wire. Alright, downsize, take some 34 gauge, 36, 38 gauge, and add some it's gonna make like a crazy ass looking coil, I'm telling you guys. And it's good because the way chains are made, the wire breathe a little more than Clapton and stuff like that, Elegance and stuff like that. So this way the cotton inside the coil don't burn as fast as in those Claptons and Elegance. So that's pretty good. So it breathes good, and because it breathes good, the juice flow just goes up very fast, very good. So you guys gonna enjoy this one very much. So anyway, on this note, I hope you guys like. Keep an eye open. I'm gonna have some live shows coming up on YouTube pretty damn soon. Things are gonna be different as usual with me. You guys gonna see the ghost also, so keep an eye open. It's gonna be awesome. So once again, a big thanks to my sponsors, big thanks to Vape Select for that beautiful mod. I needed it for a long time because I don't have much money to invest into those things, and these guys gonna feed me with some of those lovely toys that I'm gonna show you guys, like this RDA, like a tank I just got that. It's a must. You guys need to try. It's called Rocky. So anyway, talk to you on the next tutorial. Peace out.